Tanchikiwa Monique Courcelles Dishnikashan, Cranbrook P. Winnipeg Dostian, Maka Lower Mainland Niwikanikwa. Angelique Dion, André Carrière, Therese Bélanger, P. Marianne Riva, Ni Parenti Kwayash Ostinia, and Person Michif Nia. Hi, my name's Monique Courcelles. I grew up in Cranbrook in Winnipeg, but I live in the Lower Mainland now. My family names are André Carrière, Angelique Dion, Therese Bélanger, and Marianne Rivard. I am a Métis person.
Tanchikiwa Daniel Dishnikashun, si Kamdi Lonia, Vancouver, pe Cranbrook, pe Winnipeg, Ostinia, Maka Surrey, Nikiwiken, Equa. Carrière, Dion, Bélanger, pe Rivard, Minon de Parenti, Ostinia. Hi, my name is Danielle. I'm still learning how to speak Michif. I was born in Vancouver, grew up in Cranbrook, and I have a lot of my ancestry from Winnipeg. My family names include Dion, Carrière, Bélanger, and Rivard, and I also said that I was a gender fluid Michif person.
My language learning journey to date hasn't really been a linear one. It started at the Michif kitchen party and then went to like following some Instagram accounts of people who were like teaching Northern and Southern Michif. I feel like it hasn't just been one way or another way. It's been like an accumulation of different resources, groups, and just like has been the past at least year of just being like immersed in different locations and different resources of learning.
So my language learning journey has also not been linear, as Monique said. So I've started a little bit with the online program that I've been taking, and it wasn't really working for me because we learned like one word here and one word there, and I was really bad at using them. I joined a like weekly Michif group, which was super helpful. And then Monique and I would try talking on the phone a little bit together to practice our sentences that we learned. That structure of being able to, you know, that we're having a class every week, we're gonna meet up, was really helpful because it's like, oh, I have to practice these because we're all gonna talk together and like I better know what they are at least a little bit. So that's kind of what my journey has been.
When it comes to reclaiming language, I feel very conflicted. Like, I really love the language and learning it, and takes patience and kindness for myself. And there's shame. I think there's shame in it too. We have a complex family history on our Métis side, and there has been a lot of disconnect. It's not just an easy peasy thing. We pick up, we go, and it's all great, and you know, sunshine and daisies. There's actually like the hard, heavy processing that needs to happen along with that learning journey.
The way I feel when I'm practicing Michif and reclaiming the language, I feel silly because I'm bad at pronouncing the words, but I also get really excited when I come across the French words. I'm like, I know those ones! It's great! But I also feel like frustration because it's not so easy to immerse yourself into it. But I'm also really happy that I'm doing it because there aren't a lot of speakers. There's very, very few. So it's nice to be able to think that one day, you know, if I work hard, I might be able to be one of those speakers, which would be great. I have dreams of being able to speak fluently, and they're so far away right now, but one day I hope to be able to do that.
Learning language is really important because it's something that we weren't allowed to do for a long time. Lots of families lost their language when we were told it was illegal to practice culture and it was intentionally taken. So part of that reclaiming is really important. I guess bringing back the pieces of who we are as a people and a nation, and not everyone is going to be interested in language and not everyone's going to be interested in certain teachings, but if everyone does a little bit, we can bring it back together.
I find that Michif has been really important to learn because it is sort of an act of defiance in a way. Colonization it made it really hard to keep the language alive, and language is culture. It reflects the culture, it reflects the ideas that a people had, and so by reclaiming that, we're able to bring that culture back. I find a lot of my life I haven't had connection to Métis culture. It's been really challenging, so this is a way of bringing that back to the community, bringing those teachings back so that more people have it, so that we can be more connected as a community. We've been learning Michif together for a little while, and it's been fun. I don't know, I like that back and forth. It helps me to practice a little bit more than I usually do.
It has been really great to learn together just for that like consistency's sake, and being able to practice together even just simple sentences that we've been accumulating has been a lot of fun. And having someone else to like also support, like if I don't have a word, I can, go back to Dani and be like, do you have that word? Can we, bring it together for an understanding? So yeah, I think there's more consistency in the learning when we do it together, which has been really awesome.